Hello and welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to the Starting 11 show for the game against Ipswich Town away. It's a bit of an interesting one, of course, if you have seen the news. Jared Bramford is very touch and go. James Garner is looking like he's going to be out for the game, and we've still got no Nathan Patterson, no Irobenham, and of course still no Broja or Chamiti. So those are the injuries going into the game. It gives us a very depleted squad, but again, you're probably used to hearing us saying that at this point. The squad seems to get more and more injuries every season at this point. But Ipswich, I'm not going to go too much into detail on them. Of course, this is just a Starting 11 show to discuss us. But I do think Ipswich are a decent side, but I do think this is also a game where we should be picking up points. But let's get straight into things and not linger on too much. In goal, John Pickford, no surprise really. Not much to say really. I'm going to go, it's going to be Mykolenko at left back, I won't be surprised. Having him he is back now, it won't surprise me if he starts, and he is still our best left back. That's unfortunately how it goes. Centre backs, I do think it's going to be Keane and Tarkowski. I really do think Jacob Ryan should be given a chance. I think he's looked pretty good when he's played, and Michael Keane's had his defensive stinkers now. I don't think Tarkowski's been brilliant either. I think Tarkowski's arguably been just as bad as Keane, to be honest with you, but I think Tarkowski's more proven in the sense that you can get that reliability out of him when he has a partner who he can also rely on. But unfortunately, again, Bramford is touch and go, and you don't really want to be seeing Michael Keane against someone like Liam Delap. You saw what he did to Diego Carlos, that's it, from Aston Villa. You know, flattened him, put him down with a nice step over, and has been really good this season. They have talented players like Clark and Hutchinson as well, and I do worry about having Michael Keane and also having Ashley Young at right back. I will say, I'm not a big Ashley Young fan at all. I think I've made that very clear. The last few games have been a huge improvement from him. The last 2 or so games have been a huge improvement for him. I don't expect him to keep that up, but again, this is more of an age thing than an ability thing with Young. I've made it very clear I don't like the guy, and I don't think he's good enough, but unfortunately, he's the best we've got right now with Patterson's injury, and it's either him or Coleman, so rattling on about Ashley Young's age and then going, we should play James Coleman, it'd be a bit ironic from me. The midfield 2, I would prefer it to be Gay and Mangala. I actually quite like Mangala. I don't know what a lot of fans think. I think he offers us something going forward. I think he's smooth on the ball. I think he wins the ball back quite well as well. I don't think he's like the best player at all, but I think he's very solid at his job, and he offers a much more attacking variety and much more passing range than someone like a Decore or a Gay, and I do think he'll do well next to a Gay. I think that works, don't change it, but it also wouldn't surprise me if Decore is in there instead of Mangala and it's Gay and Decore. The 3 behind the striker is an interesting one, because I think Harrison is a Dyche favourite, but I also think Lindstrom's a confusing one because I think he has absolutely zero end product in front of goal, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you, from what we've seen. Hopefully that again is something that changes with more games and changes with more time in the Premier League, but I do think he's a live wire. I think he offers something where he can get into those positions and he can put himself into those positions to score goals. He's not putting them away, but eventually you'd hope he would put them away if he constantly getting the chances. But I do think it's going to be Harrison on the right, and Dye on the left, who again, spark plug, showed with that goal against Leicester what he can do and really helps us driving us forward and creating chances. And then of course our player of the season so far, Dwight McNeil, who hopefully can continue this absolutely fantastic vein of form he's on, of being, you know, the biggest creative spark in the Premier League right now. And I think again, statistics back that up, so I think it's one of those where hopefully he can keep that going. I think it'd be amazing to see him get on the goal scoring tally again, and I think he will. I think Ipswich give away a lot of chances at their goals. I do think we're going to get the chances. It's just about putting them away. And up front, of course, is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who could have a huge game here. Jacob Greaves is a good centre-back, but I think next to that is probably going to be Darragh O'Shea. And I think it's one of those where we could really capitalise on the high line, the quick pressing that Ipswich play and get behind. And Calvert-Lewin, again, I think he's been pretty good this season, but a real standout performance here could be huge for him, if I'm going to be honest. A real standout to what we used to see in Ancelotti, but I don't really expect that. But that is all for this video. So my starting 11, I will quickly go over it once again, is Pickford, Mykolenko, Keane, Tarkowski, Ashley Young, Mangala, Gay, Harrison, McNeil, and Dye, Calvert-Lewin. Thank you all for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at Everton Newsfeed, and follow me on Twitter at Callum. And I will see you all for the next video and or live stream that I am on.